Alright, welcome back to SouFLoTV again, everybody. It is your host with the most. If you've never been here before, I ask that you hit that subscribe button and help us get to our 2021 goal of 300,000 subscribers. Shout out to my loyal subscribers and viewers. We are on the move. Alright, so recently, I believe it was 2018, a couple from Winnipeg, Canada had actually went down to Jamaica and they were murdered while they were there. This is an elderly couple that was murdered. This is not what we come to talk about. We come to talk about the individual that is now facing the courts and being held responsible for this murder. This story gets deep. So, Fabian Skirvin, one of the two accused charged in the murder of the Jamaica-Canadian couple in Retreat, St. Thomas just over 2 years ago, has claimed that he killed the couple on the advice of one of the two voices he had been hearing in his head. Shout out to the Jamaica Observer for this one. The story continues. Melbourne Flake, who is 81 years old, and his wife, 70-year-old Etta, were found dead at their vacation home on January 9th of 2018. Flake, which is the husband, he was observed to have sustained head injuries, while his wife was said to have been suffocated. Now, following investigation, Skirving, who is a farmer off Tulip Road and Soho District, both in Seaforth, and his female companion were both picked up at a house in Seaforth Housing Scheme in St. Thomas on Wednesday, February 7th, 2018, not too long after the incident had occurred. And subsequently, those two individuals were charged with 2 counts of murder and robbery with aggravation each. In July of 2018, the case was transferred to the St. Thomas Circuit Court. Skirvin, reportedly in a caution statement, disclosed that 2 inner voices spoke to him while one was telling him to kill them, while the other one was saying, "No, don't do it." He said that the voice that said, "kill them," was stronger than the other voice. I know right now at this point, everyone is slapping their knees and saying, "Bullshit! Come on now." It is only because he is before the courts why he is trying to cop some insanity plea. You know what I'm saying? To get off on lighter charges. But go further with me into this story. So, remember how we talk about there's no way that so many people on one little island could be committing so many gruesome murders unless there is some level of mental issues going on amongst the people. Alright. Now, when the matter came up for mention on Wednesday this week, before Justice Martin Gale, attorneys for Skirvin indicated that their client had been medically examined by a psychiatrist and was found to be suffering from schizophrenia and from hallucinations. He was medically examined by a psychiatrist and he was found to be suffering from schizophrenia and hallucinations. Wow. The psychiatrist was, however, not of the view that Skirvin was insane at the time of the commission of the offense. Now, this is going to make things very difficult when it comes to sentencing. And here's the reason why. Because a certified psychiatrist has already signed off on paperwork that was presented to the judge that said, yes, he is suffering from hallucinations and from schizophrenia. This man has been diagnosed now as schizophrenic. Okay? Now, at this point, there is no possible way that the judge or jury, if there was one, could say, well, he's only schizophrenic now, but he wasn't schizophrenic when it happened. His schizophrenia is going to be put on the table when it comes time to consider how much time he is going to get in prison or in a mental institution. whichever one they deem fit. Now, when the matter came up for mention on Wednesday, right, they're saying that his lawyers presented paperwork from the certified psychiatrist. This is Jamaica, people. Anything and everything is for sale. Sometimes people want to win a court case and they go beyond leaps and bounds to include paying off. I'm going to say it because other people probably won't say it. To include paying off a psychiatrist, a certified psychiatrist, to say that my client is experiencing schizophrenia and hallucinations. You understand what I'm saying to you? I really, in my own personal opinion, don't think that schizophrenia had anything to do with what these people did. I think the motive was robbery. And I think when they went to rob the couple, difficulties arrived and they decided to kill the couple. They probably didn't know that the couple was home, or probably it was a plan to kill them anyways. Anyways, Skirvin, who is the man that is being responsible or being held responsible for this, Skirvin's defense team, led by senior counsel Anthony Williams, assisted by Julian Bailey, have, however, requested leave to engage the services of a forensic psychiatrist to conduct an independent review of this assessment. The defense intends to plead diminished responsibility. This is what his defense team is going to plead in this case. And this is for those of you who ever wondered what happened to this case. Diminished responsibility. If you don't know what that is, hang on tight. So diminished responsibility is which will see Skirvin serving or answering to a lesser charge. And that charge would be manslaughter. So instead of him getting charged for murder in the first degree, he would be charged for manslaughter, which carries a significantly lower amount of time, especially if they are going off of what a licensed psychiatrist said, that he was suffering from schizophrenia and from hallucination. Diminished responsibility holds that an accused person should be absolved of part of the liability of his or her criminal act if she or he suffers from an abnormality of the mind which substantially impairs his or her responsibility in committing or being party of a crime. In layman's terms, it means he should not be held completely responsible for what he did if he is troubled in the mind. Prosecutors in the meantime are pressing for Skirvin to answer to murder. The prosecutors in this case wants the full murder charge. His defense attorneys are saying no, he's not right in the head. We've already had him looked at by a psychiatrist and we're going for another independent psychiatrist. So if both psychiatrists comes back saying the same thing, then manslaughter is what it's going to be. Allegations before the court are that Skirvin, who was employed by the couple. So this couple went to Jamaica, you know. They employed him. They gave him gainful employment as a handyman around the place, you know, fix up the place, garden up the place, help fix this and that and whatever. Skirvin, who was employed as a handyman, had some knowledge of the premises. He scoped out the people in place. He knew how the place was laid out. It is alleged that following the incident, then 25 years old at the time, using the couple's bank card, went on a spending spree with a wedding ring among the purchases. The matter will once again come up for mention next week, Thursday, for a plea and case management hearing. Alright, let me finish this video right now by saying this. And I want you to tell me in the comment section if you think if I'm making sense or not. If you have the damn wherewithal, mentally, these are people that hired you, right? Hired you to do work, gave you gainful employment. You scoped out their house. You learned the layout of their house. You went in for a robbery. You found their bank cards and other valuable assets that went missing. You robbed their house clean. You took their bank cards and you went on a spending spree. And you were of sound enough mind to purchase even a wedding ring among many other things that they purchased on these people's card. Right? That's not hallucination. That's not schizophrenia or a bout of schizophrenic break. That is carefully planned and executed robbery followed by murder, to which they should be charged and held accountable to the fullest extent of the law. This is Jamaica we're talking about, man. And shout out to the daughter of the couple. The daughter said she has forgiven them. I'm not so sure that I could have done so. I am one of those people that firmly believe in jungle justice. So if it was my parents, money is on that head, or money is on that ass, or money is on whichever part of you gunman can catch. You understand what I'm saying to you? Because I'm not going out like that, and I'm not allowing my parents to go out like that. But it takes a strong person to arrive at a place in life where they can say, someone who did something so wicked, to some people who are so close to you, that you forgive them. They need to be held to the fullest extent of the law. I am willing to bet, though, that enough doubt will be arisen in this case to where his charges will be probably minimal. He won't be sentenced to 35 years, for sure. He won't be sentenced to a hard life sentence without the possibility of parole, for sure. This is Jamaica. He already said, yes, I did it. And in Jamaica, one of the things that make me sick is that they can go into court and say, yes, I did it and I apologize. And immediately 30 years gets turned into 15 years right away. I'm hoping that that doesn't happen in this case. But with the defense raising question about his mental state and getting a board certified psychiatrist to say that yes, he does suffer from psychiatry, he does suffer from mental issues, and he was hearing voices and hallucinating, then for sure he probably will not be seeing a whole lot of time behind bars. Leave your comments in the comment section below. What do you think should happen to him? Do you think that he's lying and he's making this up? Or do you think that he really is suffering from a mental illness and he should be placed in a mental institution versus being placed in a prison? Talk up, and I'll catch you on the next video. It's SouFLoTV. I'm out. Peace.